you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. But if you did subscribe, that'd also be awesome. Let's do a random ranking today. Let's go to my movie collection behind me and then pick out 3 movies at random. You know what? I think I'm going to do it with my eyes closed this time. And then we will rank those movies from most favorite to least favorite. I say we because I'll rank them here in the video, but you can rank them in the comments below if you would like to participate. And then we can rank them on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll have my version, you'll have your version. Everybody's will be a little different. Let's get to picking some movies. I feel like we've been picking out a lot of horror lately, and I think that's because in October I was doing, you know, like horror films and things like that, and I was doing horror rankings, and I had all of my horror sort of placed in one section, and I'm guessing when I put back my collection, I sort of put the horror all in one spot. So yeah, I'm guessing there will probably be some horror right here. Let's find out. Oh, I forgot. I glued this together for my kid, and I forgot to give it back to them. It's still down here in the basement. So gotta give that back. That was way off topic. All right, what do we got? Yes. Yes. I'm gonna, I guess, have a hot take here. Okay. So, wait, is that the hot take? Let me think. 1, 2, yeah, it's a hot take. Let me think for a second again. Yeah. Yes, I had to think of one thing that I was gonna say. Oh, we'll get to it. Okay. First, we have John Carpenter's Christine. And, you know, when it comes to John Carpenter films, I think this one is pretty lower tier for me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's so out there. And you know what? I almost wore a Stephen King Rules shirt from Monster Squad. I wish I would have done it because I went upstairs beforehand and, like, I was cleaning out my drawers and I had my Stephen King shirt on, or shirt. And I was like, you know what? If I put that on, maybe it will manifest a Stephen King film. Look, why? I wish I would have put that on because it would have happened and it would have been amazing. But instead, I'm telling you this story and maybe nobody believes me. Anyway, yeah, so this one, for some reason, to me, does not quite hit the levels of the other ones. Not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying, like, when I think of Carpenter films, this one is lower ranked because I like so many of his other movies more. But also just like the concept, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me very much. So, I mean, Harry Dean Stanton's awesome, but I don't know, it doesn't click for me the same way that I feel like it does other people when they talk about it. I'm like, yeah, I like it, but I don't think I like it as much as you do, you know? All right, next we have There's Something About Mary. I remember this one was kind of like a big deal when it came to R-rated comedies. Like, it just kept making money. It was sitting in the theater for so long. Word of mouth really grew. People were watching it. It was so funny. Went places people weren't expecting. The beans, how'd you get the beans above the Franks? The beans above the Frank. You know, like all of that, and you know, just like the cringe moments, all of that, which Ben Stiller was so good at. He was really good at this, and then went on to do it in the Meet the series. You know, People Magazine called this movie outrageous, and it really was at the time. I mean, it kind of is now. Imagine this. This wouldn't be made today. Wouldn't be made today. Or if it did, it would just be completely reshuffled, right? I mean, it wouldn't feel like the same movie. But yeah, very funny. All right, here's the hot take. All right, Rocky 4. So, for me, this one, I don't know if it's probably not last ranked, but it's not like 1, 2, or 3 for me. I kind of put it just like maybe in the middle. Yeah, probably in the middle. What I don't like about it is maybe like the sci-fi-ness of it. Like, Is it this one? Now I feel like it might be 5. No, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. He has a robot butler. Huh? Huh? Like, I don't think I have a problem with Drago and his sci-fi-ness. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it's this one, but now I'm like questioning myself. Is it 5? Does he have the robot butler in 5? But I don't think he does. It's this one. Right? Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. And I don't know. I just was like, I don't know. It's just, I know that shouldn't be one thing that takes me out of the whole movie, but I don't know. It's not just that. It's just I like other Rocky movies more, so that's part of it too. I just like other Rocky movies more. So when people are like, well, why isn't this one number 1? I point to that robot butler and say that's why. That's why. At least 5 has that great line. Only in America, right? At least it has that. But anyway, how are we going to rank these? That is the question. I think I know. Horror fans, Stephen King fans, John Carpenter fans, please don't be too upset. But I'm going to go, There's Something About Mary, number 1. Very, very funny film. And then, actually, speaking of, I can't remember the date offhand, but I'm going to be on a live about 90s comedies. Let's make sure I am right when I call this, because I don't think this reached into... Did this reach into the 2000s? I can't remember. But anyway, let's say this... I know this... Why? That should be like the easiest thing to find. I feel like this is a 90s movie. But maybe I am wrong. Yeah, okay, good. 98. Was that right? Yeah, 98. So, anyway, okay. I'm like jumping all over. But Hard Copy Blues, been over at Hard Copy Blues, is having a live stream about 90s comedies, and I am included in that, so thank you for inviting me, Vin. But yeah, so, will this one make my list? Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna go There's Something About Mary, then we're gonna go Rocky 4, and then Christine. I think that's gonna be my ranking here. Rocky 4 still beats Christine because it's still a Rocky movie, right? And it's not that I don't like it, it's just that robot makes me go, huh? Kind of that, Anyway, this is my ranking. My question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.